fucked up world we live in, huh? We've almost made it. How are you doing? I'm trying not to think about it. Focus on the job. I almost envy those bastards that ran away. At least they know the shit that's gonna hit them. Or maybe I just wish we were all together in this, you know? I should look for the rebels. Who knows where they went? My stuff landed here. My tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
those rocks. They're shaped like trees. What are they really? Would you look at that? I found my Boy Scout badge. Go Fierce Ocelots.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I was wondering, aren't we getting any signal from the tour vehicle?
We are, but it's ambiguous and very faint. It seems to be close by, but I'm unable to establish its exact location. So, you'll need to find it on your own.
Fine. I'll take a look around.
Good. We don't really know why we were lured here.
Lured? You don't mean?
Look, it's the technician we're talking about. An unstable, frustrated, resentful version of us. Whatever survival strategy he's boiled up, we'd better have a heads up. The only way to guarantee that is to locate that vehicle. Maybe they left some analog tracks? Just be careful.
I thought you'd like to know that I ran into a completely new kind of anomaly. First thing that came to my mind was that it's some sort of a prism distortion.
Really? What gave you that thought?
Well, it behaved as if the reality around me suddenly split up into many different fragments.
Wise of you to bring it to me. Any observations on interaction?
Well, it didn't seem to do anything specific to me physically. No radiation. But it sure was messing with my brain. Felt as if I was in several different places at once.
In a way, you might have been.
Huh? You mean?
Remember how I told you that anomalies are places where our world intersects with the interworld? Well, what you're describing suggests a distortion in which it comes into contact with not one, but many proximity planes. Entering it is likely to evoke a sensation of being in several parallel realities at the same time. Calling it a prism is accurate, because it refracts your consciousness into many simultaneous states.
Neat. Who needs altering, huh?
Take it easy. It's just a sensation. You'd best not spend too much time inside them. Plus, I suppose it must make exploration very inconvenient.
Can I destroy them like the others?
It should be possible. You just need to locate all of its cores and take them down one by one.
All right. Thanks for the tip. The rescue team is just around the corner. Hope you're happy we did it your way. Yeah, but it breaks my heart that we lost a part of the team. Part of ourselves. Maybe there's still a way to get them back. Hey man, look what I found. Huh. Would you look at that? My Boy Scout badge. The Fierce Ocelots. Oh, your badge, huh? I didn't even remember taking it with me. It was just pinned to one of my old t-shirts. Well, you kept it. That means something. I love this game. There we go. Fucking A. Fuck hell.
Now it seems like none of that meant anything. Sugared almond bit, roast potato on the wrong branch. More spice.
Fucking A.
Ferrari with a license plate that says teeth. And cruel-hearted bastard you are. I can tell. Keep up with it all. Be nice. Try to maintain our imaging. Don't bring
Oh,
everyone down.
you next.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Is that the ball from the Titan Tigers game?
That's right. I knew you'd be excited. Yeah. So many good memories linked to this one.
Yeah. They scored the last goal of the season with that ball, after everyone wrote them off. Maybe it's a sign that we can make it as well. Thanks.
You actually smell like garbage.
Hello?
Jan? What a relief. We thought we'd lost you.
Yeah, so did I. The base got caught in a huge sandstorm. And I lost part of my crew.
What? Your altars? How could you let that happen?
I guess I failed to make them feel safe enough. They were so uneasy about their future, and that business with Tabula Rasa didn't help. Apparently, they thought they'd be better off in that cold, hostile desert than in my base.
You mean they ran away? And they're exposed to radiation?
They took the exploration vehicle and some supplies.
Tell me not all of them left.
No. Why?
The ship is close, Jan. You have to be ready for the arrival of the rescue team.
Ready? How?
They can't find out about your altars.
What? But didn't you say that you would handle everything? And that nobody will care as long as I bring back Rapidium?
They might not care how you got the Rapidium, but confronted with your altars, they will have to react. The board will not tolerate anything that could cast even the slightest shadow on the legitimacy of this operation. And the rescue team is on their leash. Do I have to spell it out to you? They will have your altars killed.
What? That's ridiculous. It's not like I trust the corporation unconditionally, but they're not cold-blooded murderers.
Of course not. Just experts on crisis prevention.
So you lied to me. That you'd prepare them.
I told you I'd test the waters, and that's what I did. But there is a lot of pressure on your success, Jan. A lot of anxiety amongst the top management. They can sense the vultures hovering around them, waiting for any sign of a slip-up. And they won't let them smell blood. They won't expose themselves.
So what exactly is your plan?
The rescue team will arrive shortly before sunrise. You have time until then to come up with a way to smuggle your altars on board. In the meantime, you need to keep collecting Rapidium.
Yeah, sure. Once we take off, what happens then?
You will all go into cryosleep. And as the ship approaches Earth, Lucas will take remote control over it and modify the coordinates. The ship will land in a secluded location I've been preparing.
Good move.
Thank you. I have a lab ready, and a guarantee of immunity from people who understand. I'm moving operations to a more science-friendly region, somewhere Ally Corp won't get to us. And, most importantly, where nobody will ever find your altars.
So, you're really doing it? You're going rogue?
I won't sugarcoat it. We've come too far together for that. If you wanted to hate me, I probably gave you enough reasons by now. Truth is, when I first heard about you, your situation, I'd be lying if I said it all came together immediately. On the contrary, I didn't hope for much. An accidental castaway with no qualifications, all alone, burdened with such a responsible task. But when Lucas told me you did it, you created your altar and managed to convince him to cooperate with you, I couldn't help but fantasize about where this could go. Can't you see? I've been waiting for something like this ever since they shut down Project Ela.
Yeah, about that. I heard some disturbing things about your experiments. Is it true your patients... well, that they lost their minds?
Of course. That was the whole point. They were losing their old dysfunctional identity to gain a new, sound one. Whoever told you this must have heard some scraps of information and didn't have a full understanding of what we were doing. Yes, they were unorthodox things, but it was always about making people better. Project Ela was my whole life, Jan. Why would I devote myself to something harmful?
You never stopped dreaming about reviving it.
You wouldn't be so surprised if you knew what we could achieve.
Lucas told me you wanted to help war veterans, patients with PTSD.
Yes, that was the initial scope. But we could have done so much more. But take, for example, the possibilities of re-socializing criminals by altering the experiences that led to their corruption. But why not go even further? Why should we limit ourselves to thinking only about altering the past? Why not be able to influence the future?
What? How?
The Tree of Life. You've seen yours, but it's just a projection, a rudimentary interface. Think about it. What if it was no interface, but an integrated part of the human mind, allowing us to live our lives exactly the way we should?
The way we should? What? You mean, make the right decisions?
Exactly. The human cognitive system enhanced in a way evolution failed to do in millions of years.
I tried to do something like that. Using your upgrade, I tried to alter myself into someone who always makes the right decisions.
And? What happened?
I realized it's more complicated than that. That what I thought were bad choices can objectively be good ones.
Exactly. This is where the real breakthrough should happen. We have to be able to define a choice as good or bad by an objective, quantum-calculated analysis of its outcome in an instant.
Wow, that's amazing.
More than that. Imagine a world where nobody ever takes the wrong turn. Children are never harmed. There are no court misrulings because there is no crime. Greedy and corrupt individuals never come to power, and because of that, wars never break out. Can you see now why your success meant so much to me? Do you not understand that giving Rapidium away for any other purpose would mean robbing humanity of its biggest evolutionary leap since we crawled out of the primordial soup? Do you still think there is a better purpose for your altars than to contribute to all that?
Can you promise not to harm them?
Of course. That was never my intention. All I need them for is several weeks in a lab where I can run some tests on them, collect data, and prepare for the bigger leap.
And then what? You let them walk free?
You know I can't do that. It would be too risky for both of us and for them. But I could guarantee them a comfortable life. They would be hidden from the eyes of the world.
Safe.
The only alternative for them is to be disposed of by the corporation, like waste. I think you need to take a breath. There's a lot to think about. How to smuggle your altars aboard that ship, for one. But first, you have to guide their navigator to your exact position. They'll need you to mark the spot with a beacon. Start with that, and then I trust you'll figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Sure. By the way, I wasn't an accidental survivor.
What do you mean?
The quantum computer chose me. Seems I was the one who had the biggest chance of making it.
Well, doesn't that just prove my point? We are capable of so much more than we think, Jan. All we need to do is open the door and let that potential in. You'll hear from me again before the ship lands. Good luck, Jan.
need to get there.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
At least I know which way they went.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
You wanted to talk about something?
Yeah. Thanks for checking up on me. I know you're dealing with a lot.
Yeah, so, why don't you cut to the chase already?
Sure, yeah, it's not that easy to say. I'm not used to doing so much thinking as I've been doing lately.
Just tell me what it is you want. It's gonna make things easier for both of us.
Yeah, maybe. I've wasted so much time. Not doing a single damn thing for myself. And now, who knows what's gonna happen to me? What if this is it? This is all the time I had.
In that case, you should make the best of every minute.
Exactly my line of thinking.
So, what's your request?
Well, remember our art teacher at school and how he taught us to carve in wood?
I guess I might.
Not really? Well, I do. We were really good at doing it. The best in class. But what matters more, we loved doing it. I loved doing it. Just for myself. After I lost my hand, I started remembering it, obsessing over it even. Of all the things I wouldn't be able to do, that one stuck in my head like a fucking nail.
It's normal. You were grieving.
I was miserable as sin. And then when you gave me that new arm up here, you'd think going back to something that made me happy would be obvious, right? Wrong. I wasn't interested in enjoying myself. Well, now I want to change that.
Seriously? You want to enjoy yourself now when we're fighting for our lives?
You make it sound so dumb. But it's only a part of something else, something more important that I want to do.
Oh. A secret project?
I really don't want to talk about it right now, okay?
And where the hell are you gonna get wood?
Well, you seen those tree-like structures in this region? They ain't made of wood, but they sure behave very much like it. I already did a test or two. They're harder, tougher, but so am I, right?
You want to carve that?
If you happen to run into some loose pieces of that rock, yeah, I could give it a try. Of course, I'm gonna need a set of chisels, too.
Okay. I'll keep your request in mind and see what I can do.
Thanks, man.
But you're gonna have to tell me what that secret project's about.
Yeah, we'll see. I got this.
How?
No. Hell yeah.
It's chocolate chip.
No.
Kidding me?
Cut me crazy pieces. Your haircut's changed.
Kidding me?
It's everyday carry. You're a gift to me, nice party eyes. You're an individual green bomb.
I hate not knowing what someone is plotting behind
Matter
my
of
back.
practice.
Detectors and cargo left. Maneuvering here must have been a nightmare.
check if we still got some storage space?
Those rocks look like they collapsed recently. There's definitely something on the other side, but I can't drill through here. Okay, this looks promising.
now? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Hi.
Should I do this now? this now?
Found the tool. Yes!
How?
Damn it. Help! Damn it. Yes! It's only a matter of practice.
shelter? There you are. You okay? Huh? Seriously? That what you want to talk about? I thought I'd never see you again. You got some guts to follow us all the way down here. Don't you get it? The party's over. I got the impression you wanted me to find you. Oh yeah? And what gave you that impression? The light? Why else would you bother with it? It's not for the rescue ship, is it? I wouldn't have made it through the sandstorm without it. Yeah, well, I was pissed at you, but leaving you out there to your death, I'm not that guy. You're going to die if you stay out here any longer. Anything's better than serving as lab-grown meat for Maxwell's experiments. You're right. It was a mistake to trust him. I learned some disturbing things about his project. To be honest, the man is starting to scare me too. Oh yeah? Tell that to Tabula Rasa. Your mistakes actually have consequences for others. Admitting to them won't take that back. So, you really want to stay out here? How do you intend to survive the sun? In the tour vehicle? Are you kidding me? That thing is good protection against radiation, but it won't withstand the sunrise. Only a proper shelter will. And this place provides the perfect terrain for one. So that's what you're building. Yeah. And it's no picnic, so why don't you get back to your base and just let me get on with it? Is there anything I can do? Yeah, let it go. Do you have enough food? That's none of your business. You don't have enough food. There's not enough of anything, okay? Are you happy? But I don't want your fucking help. Just go, okay? You're making things worse. This could be the weird rock mentioned by the miner. I should take it back to him. Nice. I don't know that movie.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
They have the Tur and are incredibly motivated, but they won't make it without us. I found the Tur vehicle. You did? Are they okay? I'm not sure. I only talked to the technician, and you know him. Won't ever ask for help. Well, could we help them? Maybe. We could share some of our supplies with them. Of course, right. We should do that. Even if it means more effort for me. Believe it or not, I'm ready to grind. I don't know about you, but, I feel terrible about what happened. We should do our best to fix it. Found our rebellious party. They're alive. Looks like they have no bad intentions, just want to be left alone.
What for? To die in that exploration vehicle?
They're building a shelter.
Oh, please. Spare me the details. They should be putting those skills to use here, helping us, not making a sophisticated grave for themselves. Quitters.
Found the Tur already. Any chance of reuniting our crew?
Such an easy game.
Yo.
Look at that. Look at that. How?
Yo.
Look at that. Now can I get back to things that actually matter?
found the tour vehicle. You found the others? They alive?
Yeah. I talked to the technician, but he wasn't very happy to see me. I get the impression they're struggling out there. I was wondering if maybe we should share some of our supplies with them.
Out of pity? Huh. You think they'd want that?
You tell me.
Well, I think if I was out there, I'd probably want to live, yeah. But what about us in here? What if we don't make it? Maybe we should focus on that.
I've got your carving materials and chisel set.
So, what's the story?
What are you gonna be making exactly?
Okay, man, this is gonna sound really corny, but oh, what the hell? I wanna remake myself.
Whoa. With a chisel?
Of course not. What's wrong with you? Never heard of a fucking metaphor? The story of that Ahab dude made me realize I was going nowhere. But I kept asking myself, where should I be going?
Trust me. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Thanks, but no. That quantum computer created me to do a job. Now the job's coming to an end, and I have to find something new for myself. I just need to dig deeper into whatever's making me so uptight. Maybe when I'm back on Earth and somehow nobody decides my dead body's worth more than my life, I'll find someone I can talk to. But for now, I just wanted to feel that excitement again. That feeling when I held a piece of wood in my hand and a chisel in the other, and I knew it was up to me what it would look like. And damn well only up to me.
Wow. Sounds like you're a new man already.
Trust me, I'm only getting started. See, here's a suggestion. Let's get us out of this mess first. Then you can pour all the saccharin you want over me.
Fair point. Let's go.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Still in need of supplies? What? Well, I thought sharing is caring, you know? Oh, man, you just don't give up, do you? Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Yeah. I gotta say, I might be able to swallow my pride just this once. It's gotten really tight. You're not a minute too early. Yeah, well, good luck with your safe house, I guess. Yeah, thanks.
Listen, man. We're not going back. Nothing can change that decision. We're staying here. We just need to finish building the shelter.
Only a few more things, and maybe we'll even be able to call it home. So it's decided. You're staying.
Like I said, no going back.
Yeah. But if you're serious about this caring shit, I admit there's one more thing you could do to help. Shoot. See those pylons over there? Took quite an effort to put them up. I got a list of resources that could really speed up preparations. If you happen to have any of these to spare, maybe you could just connect your infrastructure to these pylons and, well, send the goods over. It'd make things a lot easier. That big yellow son of a bitch is really making us sweat. Just saying.
Why were we even arguing? You came back. Yeah. I still don't approve of what you did to Tabula Rasa, but I thought it through. You still have a chance of making it. And I'd be a fool to not at least try to get on board, knowing that Ben is out there somewhere. It's too important to me to simply let go of. Wow, man. I have to say, your faith is an inspiration to me. Welcome back, and let's get this show on the road. Thanks. You can count on me. Found the tour already.
In 1977, the Voyager 1 space probe was sent to deep space. On board was a golden record containing sounds and images showcasing the diversity of life and culture on Earth, intended for any intelligent extraterrestrial life form who may find it. Today, we received their reply.
Can't we, watch something else?
It materialized on the tarmac this morning. All tests have proven it's legitimate.
So this is it. First true alien contact. And judging by the pictographic inscriptions, it appears to be a direct response to the Voyager Golden Record. After some decryption, we found a video message of sorts.
Well, man must rise above the earth, to the top of the atmosphere and beyond. For only thus will he fully understand the universe in which he lives. Socrates. All right, let's see what's out there.
Aliens of Earth, we have received your documents and studied your people. Heed our next words carefully. We have one and only one request of your species.
Be our friends! Hey, I'm Zinix. This is Phil. We loved your golden circle thingy. It was so cool learning all about you. So we figured we would make one now like this to send to you to tell you all about us. I think you'll see we have a lot in common. I feel like we could really honestly be friends.
Yeah, sorry if we scared you back there, by the way. That was just a little bit of what we call humor. Do you guys have that? I hope you do.
We're from one of the funny planets.
Do you guys have farts?
Seriously?
You should have seen our faces when we found this thing.
We were just like, fine.
No, you tell it.
Please, you tell it.
No, I'll tell it. All right, so we're looking for space debris, and that's actually what we do. So we're just on the edge of the universe, combing for space junk.
It gets pretty lonely out here, so great to hear from you.
Yeah, but then we both see your craft, and at the same time, we're all, what is that? All of human history and existence on a disc, just for us.
How cool is that?
I'm not sure if they're official representatives of a planet or...
Well, maybe they'll give the record to somebody else.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us.
We just sent one record?
Just the one.
Well, that is incredibly unfortunate.
We'll remember it all, though. Such great stuff! The math was a little bit above our heads.
No idea.
But the pictures and the sounds and the music, Chuck Berry, so cool. Elephants, so cool.
We love the picture of this one guy with the hat. He seems really fun.
By the way, thanks for the nudes, you little pervs.
Nudes?
I think they're referring to the anatomy diagrams.
Good one.
Okay.
Keep it casual. Casual, yeah. So now I guess we'll just sum up our species, give some good talking points for when we all get to hang out.
We are the #1 coolest! New best friends! I think that's setting the expectations too high.
What?
Go ahead, action.
All right, so this is our ship. It's a rental, and we have ships that move and we move with legs, like you guys. Our ships also have legs, and we have thoughts and can make words and have organized religion and have faucets and I don't know, man. It's tough to sum everything up so quickly.
But they're good. We've also got hats! We think Hat Guy would love this one, right?
That's ridiculously amusing.
That's good. I think that covers a lot of it.
That covers a lot of it.
Our mission statement was to find intelligent life, and we have obviously slightly missed the mark. Is it possible to fast forward a little bit to maybe...
Right.
Protein, plants, we do eat dreams.
That's when I gained my virginity.
I hate you, Dr. Memories! You ruined my whole farm!
You gotta see it.
Do you have any baby wipes?
Yeah, I'll throw it in.
Okay. Tell them how teleportation works.
Oh, yeah, teleportation. Okay.
Oh.
What you do, basically, you pay for the service, and then you put the object in the machine, you make a wish, and then the machine, it's basically, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Anyways, that's how we're gonna send you the box. And we'll put the teleportation documents in the box if you want to learn more.
We have the file. It's just a billing statement. And a question, who likes farts? I do.
Just want to let you know that, like, we're the coolest, and we're really cool.
I want to send to other species out there, like, here's me on my best day, but if I'm being honest, like, that's not all best days, you know?
We're good without you, if we wouldn't even need you. But if you feel like you want to come and hang out, you totally can, because it's the best.
Yeah, I want to meet you. But maybe I'm not this perfect person.
Do you want to do Grubhub?
Maybe you're not too. And then we are the funnest. I want to see what you're like when the camera's not on. Take a chance on us.
Well, we have verified aliens exist, so that's good. Maybe that's a good place to stop for now.
Yes, no, very productive.
Sure.
2, 1. So there you have it. All the important stuff. We might have left out a few little facts.
But we can chat about that when
we
we're
can totally
hanging out.
chat. All right, we're gonna send you the box soon. We'll be able to see when you finish watching the video, and once you have, we'll just open up a portal connection, and you guys can come right over. Oh, come on over to a cool, like, chill snacks and chill thing. It's gonna be super chill. Bring Hat Guy. And Mozart. And bring a squirrel.
Do we owe it to humanity to make further contact?
I feel like going up there would just be, you know, a lot.
Maybe we should ghost them? Is that something we might want to think about doing? I mean, we do have a ghost protocol.
No, we do have to respond somehow. I mean, who knows what we'd be provoking if we didn't.
Right, but also, we might be encouraging more...
Wait! I think I know how to respond.
You think we came across too eager? I feel like maybe we didn't dance enough.
Oh, we should do a dance.
It's good.